Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like live. Is it working? Who knows? Okay. Now, trick is, does it actually push you to shorts? I don't think it does. But we're going to stay on here. We're going to see what happens. We will see what happens. All right. I'm going to try to stream it vertical today. Looking through some old photos taken in Iceland. See if we can do anything with them. Yes. I don't know how I feel about any of these, to be honest, but we're going to see. Let's see. Oh, it's not too bad. Simple shot. Move that over for you guys so you can see it. 4:3. Sure. What's up? How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the vertical stream. Not my normal thing, but doing a little bit of a test here on YouTube to see if it pushes me to more people. So welcome. We were looking at some photos in Lightroom, just doing a little bit of editing. Here's some photos taken in Iceland earlier in the year. Push. How is everybody doing today? Editing photos in Lightroom and hanging out. I have no idea what you're saying. People are crazy. I want to kind of blow out the sky a little bit. We'll also preserve this. Just a touch. Not so much there. Move that over. Yep, well, my theory is correct. It definitely pushed me to more people. I am editing photos in Lightroom from a past trip to Iceland. That is what I'm doing. Bye, bruh. See you later, dude. See you later. I want that red to pop just a little bit more. It's really the only thing in the photo that makes sense. Crop this down. Straighten it out a little bit. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. It looks straight enough to me. Well, it's very strange that it does this. Very, very strange. What in the heck? Fake. Fake, fake. What does that look like? Oh, I kind of like that. I just want to do a whole bunch of black and white. No. No, I do not. Good Lord. That's a lot of grain. Why does it do that? 50%. Fine. Hopefully everybody's doing well today, having fun, having a nice day off for most people in America, hopefully. Crop that in a little bit. Let's go to more of the landscape stuff. I never really looked at all this. The hell's that? What I wanted to do, I wanted to crop into this image. Do you remember this? Wanted it to be 16:9. All right, let's work with this one. Kind of blow out the highlights in the sky. Drop the shadows, give it a little bit of depth. Which it's daylight on the white balance. Vibrance. Just a touch. Good question. How many? What size bowling ball? They come in different sizes. All right, 6 small ones. Okay, great. Where are you going to take them? It sounds like a heavy baggage fee. What's the limit on most airlines? 50 pounds? His lucky ball. Lucky ball for the tournament. Up these highlights just a little bit. I don't want the sky to be a main focus. I kind of want to blow it out. Not too much, though. Yeah, that's fine. Well, before, after, or after. Who knows how that shows up on the phone, but we're going for scale. Do 16.9. In a little bit. Mm, definitely, I don't like this one as much as the other ones, but still going to work on it a little bit. Kill off some of the contrast. That is not straight. What? Yeah, it's okay. Switch it to daylight. Actually, I want it a little bit warmer than that. So maybe let's do 5800. Kind of want this green. Go extreme with it. Fine. Kill off some of the texture and clarity. Add grain. Before and after. Before and after. Just brightened it up a little bit. Warmed it up a little bit. Nothing special. I want to sharpen it a little bit, but I don't want to go crazy. Ah, bummer. That van, this van was like over here. Would have been cool. Let's see. What would a vertical look like on this? I still like it horizontal. Get the full mountain. There we go. I wasn't playing the music. I'm sorry. Let's make sure that here sounds okay. A little loud. Hey, what's up? How are you? Okay, great. That's fixed. We're editing photos in Lightroom from a past trip to Iceland. Don't know how many of you are actually into photography, or you're just here to hang out and watch some relaxing content. this. Go into masking. Do a linear. Want this foreground to be a little bit darker. Go off some of the clarity. A little too green in that center for me, but I mean, obviously it was very green there. A little bit. Kind of oversaturate this red since it's really the only color. Do 16:9. A little more cinematic of a crop. That's okay. Moving on. The amount of spam calls, it's just insane. Center frame on this. Let the details load. Actually want to kill off some of the highlights for this one. Open up the shadows. Oh my goodness, auto is crazy. Use 800. Let's push it a little bit more magenta. 20. What that does. It's a little bit better for me. A little bit more of a punch in the vibrance. Actually, I think this one's okay. Maybe open the shadows a touch. It says I have 4 viewers, but I don't know if that's actually accurate or not. Fill off the texture, clarity. That, look at that. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah, beautiful, huh? Feel that it just gives it a little bit more of a dreamy look. So much. Look at all these birds. Just bird crap everywhere. Before, after, before, after. Did I take this horizontal? No. Oh man, what was I doing? Should I be making this into a short? It's okay. I'll export them for Instagram and for a short bird person. Split the frame. Less highlights. Open up the shadows a little bit on this. Drop the black point. Up the... Yep. Okay. I think I was already shooting in daylight for all these white balance, but who knows? I don't remember. Whoa, what just happened? Like looked back up at my screen and it was like super bright for me. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream so far. I'm glad that I figured out how to do this in vertical format, because on YouTube it's easier for people to watch, it seems. People definitely watch more if you stream on vertical in YouTube for whatever reason. Kill off texture, kill off clarity. I should just make this a preset. Ooh, let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Crop all the way in. $60 megapixels. If you see me taking the picture from all the way over there, wild. Flag it. Excuse me. Trying to get that house straight. little less of the sky. Yeah, fine. Fine, fine, fine. See what it comes out with. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Very subtle difference, but fine. Doing a little bit of touch up on this midsection. All right. Fine. Good. Great. Just want to open it up, the shadows a little bit. And this is before the masks. This is after, before, after. I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit of texture actually to this mid ground. Kill off some of the clarity. So much yellow in this photo. What do you guys think? Yeah. Yeah, cool. I think it's fine. Flag it, and I'll move on. Oh my lord. That's a lot of bird crap. Wow. These are always really tough to get straight. Bit more sky. Detail's insane. These people over here. Birds everywhere. Houses or places you can stay. Iceland's crazy. Let's see what some presets look like on these. I haven't really been looking at any of my presets. Whoa. Looks insane. I like that it's just a little too green for me. Could kill that, I guess. Okay, I like this Portra one though. It's a preset Portra 400. The film stock made by Kodak. Made by very good presets. Great company. Great YouTube channel. The whole thing. Do you want to drop the midtones a little bit, just so I can get some more detail back in the actual waves. Gonna actually add a little bit more texture. For this trip, I was using the Sony A7CR with the 24 to 50 2.8 G lens. But normally, like lately, I've been using the Leica M10 or the Ricoh. But I don't bring those cameras out do situations like this because they're not weather sealed. So I knew I was going to Iceland. I knew it rains a lot, so I brought the Sony instead. The amount of detail you get is just no need for 60 megapixels, but it's really nice to have. Flag it and move on for now. Oh my gosh, are those... This file needs to load, but are those all birds? Oh my god, please load. Oh my goodness. Just all bird crap. Nope, that's all birds. Wow. The 20 to 50G, yeah. The yeah, the 24 to 50, to be honest, it's like the perfect travel camera in my opinion, or travel lens. For places like this. When I'm doing more street photography, I'm definitely opting for a prime. I'm not carrying around as much gear. So like when I do, let's go to Kyoto. This was a couple summers ago. Yeah, like when I'm shooting stuff like this or things like this, I'm definitely shooting with a prime, but this one was actually taken with the Fujifilm X-T5 with a 35. I'm not loyal to any one brand. Yeah, this whole Japan trip was all taken with just a prime lens and one Fuji camera. That's really well though. Where were we? Finland? No. We were in Iceland. Iceland. Where the hell did we leave off? Over here somewhere. Yeah. But if you're thinking about it, it's definitely a good lens. Any G lens from Sony is good though. Yes, it is perfect. For carrying around all day, it's perfect. I agree. Hang on. Wait a minute. Yeah, I sometimes wish that I didn't get the A7C-R version, but the files are just massive, and I don't. I honestly couldn't even imagine owning the new Hasselblad that just came out. What is it? The X2D2. Those files have to be insane. You need so much hard drive space. It is great. It's just sometimes I feel like my computer's hanging on for dear life, and also the amount of hard drives that I have to own to deal with it. I don't mind having the megapixels, don't get me wrong. I just don't enjoy the like this. Would this be acceptable? How much of a crop that is? That's insane. Yeah, and that passes. For me, that would pass. That's wild. Canons are great. Never really shot Canon. When I first started out, I was doing sports photography back in sports photography, and I look back at it, and back then, I agree. I agree now. But you use what you have. Canon has some insane cameras these days. Yeah, very expensive. It's true. Camera gear in general now is just so expensive. Even the used market is insane. The craze of like old digicams and film cameras now. Everything's so expensive. I guess I could have opened up the midtones without using a mask, but here we are. I'm curious, were you guys subscribers before? Or did I just kind of pop up in your feed? I'm still new to the whole live streaming thing and how YouTube pushes content to people. I have not been to Scotland. It is on the list. The closest I got was Newcastle, England. Interesting. So I just popped up. That's cool. I switched to a vertical setup because the other day I was live for 3 hours going through editing and talking, not a single person. And then I notice every time I go live as a vertical, it pushes your content to a lot of people and a lot more people show up, and it's quite strange. But I guess it's easier on YouTube to watch a live feed on a short or in a vertical than horizontal. I don't know. Yeah. I appreciate you guys sticking around. It's awesome. Glad hopefully you're enjoying it. I feel like the flowers are distracting. Everyone does these kind of shots though. Like, oh, look at these flowers in the foreground. Darken it just a little bit. Bring the attention to the middle, the rocks. Hopefully these people, the scale. Man. For the locals, when we were there, said that they believe these rock formations were trolls that came out from the sea and turned into rock. Look like a troll. I'll come back to this one. Oh, I took a bunch of these. I remember why. I was bracketing the shit out of these photos. Let's do one. Let's see what it looks like. Let's HDR the hell out of this. Do. Oh, did I already do one? This is what it turned out to be. I don't really like it. My lord. I was obsessed with that thing. The troll had its magic on me. I just kept taking pictures of it, just snapshots, but never moving. Ugh. Sometimes. Middle Earth, yeah. I'd really like to go to New Zealand too. I've yet to go there. What is this? Please load. I was obsessed with that thing. Oh, please load. What is this? Sometimes this is why I hate using Lightroom Cloud. I need to go back to Classic. That makes sense. I know this person. That's why they were acting like that. I want to see what. Whoa. That's not going to work. Yeah. That's okay. You don't have to travel far to take great photos, that's for sure. Sometimes the best stuff is right in your backyard because you have access to it all the time and you can take shots in different perspectives and do series or shoot zines of your local area. I travel a lot for work, so I'm lucky to be able to do this, but I'm well aware that not everybody else has that ability. Kill off some of the highlights on just that structure so it stands out a little bit. Oh, here we go. Here we go with the bracketing again. It's like I finally figured out how to bracket, and then I just went crazy with it. Oh my goodness, what was I doing? Just out of focus. I think I had my camera in manual focus, and I think completely forgot. That's a bummer. What if I do it? You know what? I'm fine with it. Kind of sometimes, you know. What do you know? I don't know. It's okay. I'm okay with it being out of focus. Like at least this subject. This is all clear, but thank you, thank you. Ooh. Do I just turn it black and white? Let's do a black and white. And let's see what like a high contrast look like with, I want to do a yellow filter. No. Red filter. A little bit of noise. Let's see. Film filter, yeah. Kind of like, yeah, I'm okay with that. Little subframing. Nothing wrong with some subframing. There we go with the bracketing again. Oh my goodness, stop with the bracketing. What's I doing? This is killing me with the bracketing shots. Like, I took so many random photos. Okay. I'm not normally a landscape photographer, but do I? I don't think that was really that foggy. No, it was pretty clear. I don't have any fog stuff. This one would have been cool. There's like some fog. Oh, you know what? Maybe, let's see. There we go. There's some fog right there, actually. Yeah. Not like the greatest subject, but there's some fog. Let's see what else I took that day. There's one that I... This is in Helsinki. These are all just like snapshots. This dude was cruising. Oh, there he is. Oh no. He found me. Yeah, dude, I'm not on Turtle. Sorry. They're getting sued, Corey. So you're not going to be on there much longer either. Yep, they're getting sued. Blizzard is suing them. So enjoy it while you can, buddy. This photo actually is about to be in gallery showing. I don't know why they liked it, but it's not bad, I guess. It's gonna be Corey when they shut down his World of Warcraft turtle. Wow. I do not edit for a living. I do not. I've been doing it for a really long time, though. I started out in photography in 2007, 2006, and I've been using Lightroom and Photoshop pretty much ever since. Okay, we're going back. They were the fog. Going back to Iceland. Need to finish this off. Yeah, it would have been even better if I actually got this part in focus. I was shooting a bunch of landscapes before this, and I had my camera in manual mode for focusing, and I forgot to switch it back. And I totally thought that I was on autofocus, but I was not. This is what you get. Kind of okay with it, though. Crop the shit out of this. I remember taking this. I wanted some kind of car with red or something to land in this world, but it didn't. Which one? We are working on this one. Working on this one. Or you got to go to Iceland. I think you would love it. The amount of hiking that's there, and just it's incredible. Yes, this is Iceland from this summer. Yeah, I think you would really enjoy it, bud. No, sorry. Actually, this is the Arathi Highlands. So if you want to get on, we can level together. Dude, I haven't even downloaded the game. Okay, let's be honest here. I tried and I failed. Damn. Let's kill some of the contrast. The dreamy look. Drop the black point just a little bit. Make sure that it's in daylight. Pretty sure I shot all these in daylight. 5800. Like, cool. A little bit more magenta. Drop some of the vibrance. Little Lightroom trick if you're if you're struggling with your midtones. You know, up here it's really just highlights, shadows, exposure. You come down to the color grading and you need to lift your midtones. You can do it here. Like that. The hell? There's your tip. Tip of the day. hell was I shooting these vertical? Here you go. Here, let's scale it down. There you go. It's the best I can do for you. Don't worry, dude. When I end this and I end the stream, I'm gonna get right on it. I'm gonna go download the game. I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm probably not. Thanks for joining, dude. Appreciate it. You know what I should do? If I'm going to continue these vertical streams, I should, the next time, I will crop out a section of the right half of my screen where it's just showing the settings, and so you can see what I'm actually doing. And then the left half of the vertical top will be the image that I'm working on, and I'll see if I can crop that and make that work. I really would like to be doing this in a horizontal, but YouTube just doesn't push it, and nobody joins, so it's very difficult to get any kind of traction. So I think that that'll be the best way to do it. Is I'll crop out the right section, which is, you know, all the menu settings and everything, so you can see me work, and then the other section will be the image. It might be a smaller scale, but hopefully you'll be able to see it. But that won't be until the next stream. I won't do it right now because probably gonna end in the next 10 minutes because I'm getting to the end of this trip. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. Glad some people joined. Some nice conversation. Definitely think about subscribing so when I go live next you get a notification. You don't have to, of course, but I'm not one of the classic people that's going to sit here and beg. Oh my god, please subscribe. Thank you very much. I appreciate when you do, but I don't like to beg people. Yeah, so I'll think about, this was kind of put together quickly. So I'll think about how to do this where it's a little bit more of a visually pleasing stream for you guys. Well, so if you don't know that trick in Lightroom, I don't know everyone's experience with it, but if you're in the detail, the sharpening, and if you what is this? Option click? Keyboard's weird. Yeah, option click and drag the masking feature. Everything that's in the black will not be sharpened, and everything that is white will be sharpened. You can kind of do the same thing with sharpening. It turns the screen gray, and you zoom in, you can see like it really sharpens it or it kills it off. So if you want more of a dreamy photo, you can kind of get rid of the mask, kill the sharpening, and then come up here and dehaze a little bit. You can see that. And then it kind of creates this little bit more of a dreamy looking photo by killing off a lot of the detail. I'll do this sometimes, but not often. It all depends on the... I do kill the sharpening sometimes because I find that a lot of modern cameras, and especially if you're working like with a mobile phone camera, it over sharpens a lot of images. So it's not something that I like. So I will get rid of that from time to time. But this one I will not. Usually go to 80. I just kind of sharpen the edges, and I don't really touch much of the detailing. Flag that. Anything else? All right, we'll do one more. I want to see what a preset looks like on this one. I like the portrait. I'm going to drop it down, this preset, to 60%. I'm going to go back in here, go back to my midtones. I'm going to drop the midtones a little bit. And I think I'm actually going to add some texture. I like this area and I want these rocks to kind of show. So I'll add some texture there. And see, you can see on this preset that the people that I got this from, very good presets, is the company name. Dave Herring is the photographer. He also has a YouTube channel. Really nice guy. He does a lot for the community. He'll respond if you message him on Instagram. He's a really good guy. But you can see even in here, like they not de-sharpen, but they lower the sharpening on the image to give it more of a dreamy look. They even dropped the haze by 5. I didn't do any of that. That's all built into their preset. And this preset is supposed to look like Portra 400. I guess I don't know. It does, in a way. Let's see. I have something. take note. Remember that image? I have something that was Portra 400 right here. I have a file. That's not Portra. That one's not, but this is. Completely untouched Portra 400. I guess it kind of does. His YouTube channel is, I believe it's just his name, Dave Herring. Let me find it. Super nice guy. Yeah, it is at David Herring. DAVID HERRING. David Herring. But they make some pretty good presets, so if you're into that, total free plug. He doesn't, you know, every once in a while, but it's never like a deep conversation. But he's just, you know, I like to give credit where credit's due, whether people know about me or not. Yeah, this is all shot Portra 400. And I was definitely not planning going live for this long, but you guys made it a lot of fun. I appreciate the back and forth. It's awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream, subscribed, and I will be back doing this. I'm going to rethink the layout a little bit, but hopefully, you know, do you guys like vertical streams or more horizontal? Who knows? But I think I'm going to start going live in vertical settings so you can just kind of watch it. Almost like a long short on your phone. So I appreciate everybody for hanging out. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, see you later.